This former tennis facility in Virgil is ready to host a different sport. The Niagara on the Lake Pickleball Club is celebrating the grand opening of 6 new outdoor courts at the town sports complex.
Pickleball is a combination of badminton, tennis, and ping pong. You use a racket that's more like a ping pong paddle, a net that's about the height of a tennis court, and it's the size of a badminton court. And it's a lot easier on joints and things for the seniors, let's put it that way.
So is it a game that primarily seniors are playing these days?
It started down south, yes, and it's migrated its way north with the snowbirds, but I play in a group down there, and there's 20-year-olds up to 80-year-olds playing. I think the oldest one down there is 89.
You've had this club just over a year and a half now, but pickleball has been played in Niagara on the Lake for a little bit longer than that.
It started in 2016 here at the community center, and they approached Case in the fall of 2017 to form a club. We formed a club. We've got 140 members now.
Jim, I understand that you've played some racket sports in your life and you've recently taken this up over the last couple of years. Why the change in the sport?
When we moved to Niagara on the Lake about 5 years ago, we're always looking for things to do. We joined the golf club, and then my wife said, some of my friends have talked about pickleball. So one afternoon, we went out to the community center. It was in January, I know it was 3 years ago, and just to watch. And I wasn't too interested in really playing. I didn't think it sounded that great. We watched a game. We were out like the next week to try it out with the wood paddles. The next week after that, we bought our paddles and we were into it. Just loved the game. We loved the social aspect and the activity. Like, we wanted something to keep us active. So that was basically it. We just fell in love with it instantly. And Anne was instrumental probably in getting us to try it in the first place.
I've got to ask the question because, when I tell people it's pickleball, they ask, what the heck is pickleball? Why that silly sounding name?
Supposedly started out with the wiffle ball, and the fellow that invented it, his dog's name was Pickle, and he always used to chase this ball. So that's how I heard it came about.
The final design of the new courts was the result of a joint effort between the Pickleball Club and town staff.
We were in the midst of revamping these courts. They were going to be tennis courts, and then they said, is there a potential for pickleball courts? And council supported their project, and that's what you have the product today.
Beautiful facility. Everybody's really floored by the quality.
It's held to the same standards as our public courts. Council a few years ago said we wanted to do acrylic surfacing, so it's asphalt with an acrylic coat on the top coat. So it allows for a smoother play, adds a little bit more length to the asphalt, which is great. And again, you can put color to it, which makes it pop it that much more.
Club members say the new courts are the best in the region, and the Try Pickleball event did draw curious visitors from outside of Niagara on the Lake.
Well, I saw online that they were having beginner pickleball lessons, and I've had an interest. I recently retired, so I want to be physically active, and I thought I'm going to give it a shot. So.
You played many racket sports in the past?
No, I'm not very coordinated, to be honest. So I can golf, that's about it.
We caught some of your action here today with your foursome. You actually looked pretty good. You caught on pretty quickly. What were some of the challenges of picking up this game?
I think the scoring is a little complicated maybe. Other than that, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
With close to 100 people of all ages coming out today for this event, these new courts should be busy all summer. For information, visit NOTL Pickleball.org. Reporting in Virgil for The Source, I'm Mike Balsom.